Yeah, we're like bang on. I can just slightly hear it on yours, and it's like, yeah, we're exactly in sync.
Yeah, this microphone's insanely like sensitive. In my headphones, I can hear my wife and daughter in the other room talking.
So glad Asombalonga is on the bench. I mean, he'll probably come on and score.
He will definitely come on in the 75th minute and score against us.
Dear.
You can put your house on it.
Yeah, what do you think of this starting lineup?
Well, who knows? If anything, it proves that Scott Hogan didn't have this massive bust up with Karanka that people are talking about. Because he certainly wouldn't be starting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I found it quite funny actually, because obviously there was just someone posted it on Twitter and then it just became a thing, and then Blues were like, yeah, let's post a picture of Karanka.
Of them two smiling, yeah.
But even if they did have like a little argument or something, it's like it's good because it's like no need for it to be blown out of proportion, is it?
I mean, it happens, doesn't it? Yeah, like I would hope that he's upset about being subbed off because it shows that he gives a shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like it happens. It's it's a passionate game, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just silly how little things can turn into like, oh, this is what's going on. He's going to leave.
Yeah, turn into massive issues, and yeah, they're just not. Someone's put shit echo there. Someone's just put in the comment. Defense, I'm not sure about. San Jose is slow. That's who I was going to come on to next. Yes, I know. That's my one real concern. Is Mr. Jose. Yeah.
It was, what game was it when we set up a really high line, and was it our last league game?
Who was that against? Was it the Derby game? Was Derby the last one? I tell you what, my memory is
I don't even remember.
Horrific.
Hello.
But yeah, and he basically just watched them score against us as he casually walked back next to JCS.
It was like watching him trying to turn around was effort.
I think he just thought, I've got the best seat in the house here. Happy days.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully I won't have to update this scoreboard too much. I've not made any preemptive ones.
I was going to say, on our side, I don't think you'll have to. It was Blackburn Rovers.
Was it?
I think, looking at this anyway, yeah. And obviously the game before that, which isn't on the Blues app because we don't acknowledge it existed, was the Man City game.
Oh.
That they haven't even put down as a fixture.
Get this on.
Here for the Doom stream. Oh, it's so true. It's sad. Does Bella ever receive the ball and not do that stupid step over? It's like, when you play FIFA too much and you just program to press the same through ball button every time you receive it. That's what he does. He's just programmed to step over every single time.
Here we go again.
He gets it. There we go.
Yeah, it reminds me of Callum Horn. That does.
Yeah.
Exactly the type of FIFA player. We're live with Mark Watson to endure.
To suffer. What we're doing? That. So we're going to win today, Joe, or what? What are you saying?
Honestly, I used to be such an optimistic person. I used to be.
Yeah.
And
before you knew about football.
Like even recently, and I just, I don't know. I just like. I'm not sure, but I just don't like getting my hopes up every single time because it always happens. Like it'll be a week since the last game or something, and I'll forget about how bad things were.
These miles offside there. Yeah, I know. Do you feel like you get kind of beaten into submission being a Blues fan? And now it is what it is, and it's almost like the Man City game. It was hard to be anywhere near disappointed with that because you were all expecting it was going to happen. I was happy it was only 3.
Yeah.
And you just go into it thinking, yeah, we'll probably lose. And this Borough game, it reminds me of when I was a kid and we were in League 1 dropping down into League 2. And you just watch it thinking, we're probably going to lose, but, it's day out, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not even that anymore, is it?
Not even that now. It's a day at home, still. The good thing about this is,
thank you for becoming a new member. What a guy! What a guy!
what a legend. When we lose these ones, at least I'm instantly home and I don't have to fight through traffic in Birmingham. So, every cloud.
Exactly. with a bunch of other angry people.
Exactly. There are some positives to lockdown. Swearing at the radio or the callers phoning in.
Yeah. I think the thing is, it just, this whole lockdown or whatever has just, it's highlighted how bad we are to me, because even like before, when we go to the games whatever, or we'd have a 5-0 loss away at Brentford or a 6-1 defeat away at Hull, like you'd also have different parts of that which you found funny, like it's just a funny day out with the lads, and
it is true, yeah.
And like there's different aspects to it, whereas now
go on. No,
we've just like you're so focused on the game that you really just realise how bad we are sometimes.
You're forced to watch it, yeah.
I don't want to be
I'm happy to be negative.
And I was looking at the table the other day, and I was looking at it, and I thought,
19th,
squeaky bum time, isn't it?
Yep.
So
Luckily,
because personally, I don't want us to keep changing managers all the time, and I understand.
No, definitely not.
We've not winning games, so I'm just like, just please, let's get a win or get a win or two, and just give us a little bit of time to try and get something working, because
the thing, if you look at the table, you've got Wickham rock bottom on 15 points, Rotherham on 16, Derby on 19. You've got to think now they've just made Rooney manager, that will bring a little bit of stability, and also they tanked us 4-0, so I can't see them staying. Sheffield Wednesday are single-handedly trying to tank their own chances to give us a helping hand. Is that useless? There are worse teams than us, hopefully. Yeah. But how many seasons now are we going to rely on there being worse teams than us? And that's essentially, that's what happened with Villa when they finally went down. They were flirting with relegation for years and found that they ran out of teams worse than them. And eventually that'll happen to us. If we don't start improving, those teams worse than us will fall by the wayside and we will be in that bottom three.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I think that's why it's important that we do find some kind of identity and don't keep changing things all the time. I think it's going to be a really, oh God, what is it?
Step over, straight out. Well done, Bella. He
did himself there.
Every time, mate.
But yeah, I don't know. I just want a bit of stability now. I'm just tired of us getting someone in, getting excited or not about them. And then it gets to near the end of the season, squeaky bum time, bring someone in, back to basics, repeat.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And what we do when we do that is we bring someone new in, everyone gets excited, there's a buzz about the club, and we survive on pure momentum, adrenaline.
Yeah.
It's not talent that's keeping us up. It's teams worse than us and us making a change at the right time and looking at... I don't know, that sounds too negative, doesn't it? Even I think that's too negative, but it is kind of true.
A little bit. Drew has got a good question for us. He says, either one of you have an above average chicken enchilada recipe? I haven't had them in ages, you know.
There is. I've got a perfect recipe. What you do is you buy the old El Paso box, and on the back, the recipe comes free. It's brilliant. Excellent. Do that.
I'm eating a sausage sandwich, by the way. It was prepared for me.
Since you're talking about that, I've got Skinny Lager, which, for those who may not know, I do a podcast, Fat Lads Going Goal. We reviewed this Skinny Lager the other day, and I'm not going to tell you where it went, but spoiler alert, it did well. If you go on at Fat Lads Podcast, the Twitter account, we're giving away a free case of beer for anyone over 18, obviously, and basically a gift box from Skinny Lager. So when you have time, have a look at that.
The link for that should be in the description if it's saved.
Hopefully. But no, I don't know if you watched that episode yet, Joe, but Skinny Lager, mate, 89 calories, and it tastes banging.
Really?
Honestly, it's not your typical light beer that is a bit watery. It's lovely, mate. Absolutely lovely.
You've convinced me. I might have to...
Just...
I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what I need to do is the next time I get on and there's no technicals...
it will happen, I promise. I think I've sussed the issues.
I'm going to be like, I want some, you know, out the ordinary. to review.
Oh, don't say that because we will get lumbered with absolute crap.
Can we try like? I've never tried Special Brew.
Oh, don't give people ideas, mate, please. When we had Skull was bad enough. I had about 3 sips and that was it. And we had Snowball as well, and oh god,
Yeah,
Snowball at
like
Christmas was
my eyes need to
horrific.
be opened in that sense. You know what I mean?
They don't, mate. Honestly, they don't. It sounds funny in your head, but trust me, you don't.
Kevin says, I don't like the claret and blue on that camera.
Well, that's fortunate because he's actually pink. It's just the lighting in my room, but no, trust me, it's a pink oriental scene that I got from some art shop in Solihull.
Nice.
Yeah, when I was younger and thought this will make me look smart and mature. And now I'm just stuck with a pink painting, which apparently looks claret and blue.
Let's have a look. Karanka sitting means it's time for a 90-minute nap. Come on, Steve.
Yes.
Oh, he's standing up now. He's standing up now. He might do a little finger wag in a minute. Come on. He's just very stoic, isn't he?
Yeah, very much so. But then so is Bielsa. So maybe we've got a secret Bielsa on our hands.
Maybe.
Stranger things have happened.
I'm praying we get something today.
You know what? The last game I did with you was the Cardiff one, wasn't it? And that was probably the most exciting game we've had all season. The 4-3.
Yeah.
So we are destined for a 0-0 bore draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of them games where it's like, you know, a lot of this season we've been accused of like playing for the draw, playing too negative, not going for it, and that game was sort of the opposite. Like
we went for it, yeah.
We really went for it. We were drawing. We brought on attacking subs, and it was an exciting game. And you know, another time we would have won that. And I think a lot of people appreciated that. And that's why the loss didn't feel as bad, because you think if we keep playing like that, we'll end up winning more than we lose. But we haven't played like that since.
Definitely. Oh, yeah. When we people talk about the current meltdown that we're in, that we seem to have been in for about 6 years now. I think it's unfair to throw that game in with it, because we were in it, and yeah, we weren't. We were unlucky, I suppose. Sanchez's goal. It's rare that you score a goal like that and save a penalty and don't win the game.
Yeah, it is.
But,
it was just a nightmare.
Yeah, but as per usual, it's the individual errors that end up dicking us, essentially. Oh, that was so obvious he was playing that. Come on.
On the ball. Okay, well, 12 minutes in, we haven't conceded yet. Don't want to tempt fate.
Yeah, I know. Do you know, I genuinely can't remember the pre-Christmas Borough game. I have I know it happened. I know I watched it. I've got no recollection of it. I know we got battered though.
I feel like we're starting to erase these games from our memory.
I am. Well, do you know what it was?
So many.
It was because we'd just done our Christmas special Fat Lads Go in Goal episode, and I knew I had 2 weeks off where I didn't have to make notes, so I just switched my brain off basically, and didn't pay any attention to it. I actually tried to enjoy Christmas instead of watching the Blues.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I can't remember if I streamed that one, but I don't think I did actually. But I remember having it on and just being miserable.
Do you know what? That rings a bell actually. I think you messaged me about doing it.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes later you messaged me and said, "Oh no, I can't do it anyway."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think someone was using the the front room or something at the time. It's getting redecorated and I didn't know.
Selfish that is, mate.
Like, hammering away. I was like, yeah, no.
Don't they know you're a star?
Get out of here.
The face of Birmingham.
Don't forget the shot on goal, Joe. Have we had a shot on goal? Have we? No.
If we did, I missed it. Too busy talking about my painting.
Digger has chosen to reunite with Cottrell. Discuss.
You first.
I think I'm happy for him. Just in the sense of him going somewhere where he's going to be able to get first team football, and he seems to be doing quite well there. From the last time I checked, My question is, when they start to lose 1 or 2 games, what will happen? But I hope he does well. Yeah, I hope he does well. I'm never going to be the biggest fan of Steve Cottrell, but obviously, I don't know if Digger is just going to put up with him, or maybe they're all right or something. But I don't know. It doesn't personally seem like they'd really get on.
That was a diplomatic answer. I'll give you my answer.
I think it's more of a professional move. Like, he wants more game time.
Yeah.
Cottrell likes him, and I think it's more like Digger would just put up with him to play football.
Cottrell knows what he can do. Fair enough. I thought they didn't get on, and I thought Davis had a few choice words to say about him once he left. From what I remember, he wasn't particularly shy in sharing those thoughts. In terms of him leaving us, I like how overnight he's turned into David Davis, oh yeah, he's still at the club, into David Davis, oh, he's the Black Country Messi, because people are talking about him like we've just lost our best player. We haven't. We've lost David Davis, and he's dropped down to Shrewsbury, which is about his current level. I like Davis, and the goal he scored against Villa, I'll never forget. And I would love to know what he shouted at the dugout as he ran past when he took his shirt off, because I think he was shouting it at the Villa dugout, not ours. But anyway, but he doesn't fit into this side, unfortunately. No, and it was time for him to go.
I feel like it's one of them. Like, it's where, it's time for them to go, but like
you don't want him to go because you feel some kind of personal affection towards him.
I think it's just that, and also for me, when the inevitable end of season, we're shitting ourselves, we're going to get relegated, let's go back to basics. He's always one of them players where it's like, he's got passion, blah, blah, and he's like,
yeah. But, I mean, I don't know how old he is now. He's not exactly like, he's not Dumbledore. Do you know what I mean? He's not at death's door. But if we're trying to build some sort of towards the future, we've got to look younger, haven't we? Even if we do bring San Jose in, who is about as old as Dumbledore.
Yeah, I mean, well, the average age of the players. I mean, Lecco was the youngest player that he brought in. The rest of them are all like, what, 28, 29, 30?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
28, San Jose's 31. I brought in Halilovic, I suppose.
Yeah. And Sanchez.
Yeah, well, Sanchez is about 27.
Is he? I thought he was younger than that.
I'm going to Google it. I've just put that in my brain, but it's, when you have a number in your brain.
Yeah, true. So you lied to me, Joe. You just guessed.
No. It's 28.
28. Oh, okay. He's older than I thought. Then fair enough. He's still got them youthful looks.
Yeah, he doesn't look old, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Ref.
That's a definite foul. How is he not giving that? Oh, don't kick him, Sanchez. You.
What?
Oh, he kicked out on him. Then it's a good job that wasn't seen. That was silly. That was the actions of a younger man than he is.
Yeah.
That had Jack Storer written all over it.
Oh god, do you remember that?
I do. There's so much hype when he came on, and 10 minutes later he's walking back down the tunnel.
I remember that. I was actually at the headbutt game. I was in Amsterdam at the time, and I remember hearing about it because I was like, I was in the shops and that, and I was trying to keep an eye on the score. And I remember that whole pre-season. We were like looking at, and like he'd be playing in the pre-season games, he'd be scoring goals. We were like, we've got this next level, young lad, raw.
Yeah. Mm.
He's going to be like amazing. And then he comes on, he's just like, oh my god.
Yeah, headbutts someone, and cheers for that.
He had the Tolson board and injure himself.
Yeah, did you? I forgot about that. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I forgot that.
He gets sent to your room. He's like on the wall or something, and then cut himself and had to go back down for a plaster.
Yeah, talk about a wasted talent.
I know.
Well, we'll never know if he was talented because he never really got on the pitch, did he? Other than in the reserves.
I think that's the thing, though. Like you can't just have talent, can you? And I think the lad did have some natural talent about him.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah.
Knowing where the back of the net is and what he could do compared with his experience at the time, you think like, he'd be able to grow into a good player, but you need the attitude, 100%.
Yeah. Joe, can you just highlight that comment from Jason Spellman, please? so I can address that. Yes, I currently live in the Black Country. I moved here a couple of years ago. One of my best mates is a Walsall fan, and he tells me off for pronouncing Shrewsbury wrong all the time. I do not know how it's pronounced. I've always pronounced it Shrewsbury. I apologise to anyone from Shropshire or Shrewsbury, but he always tells me off for it.
I don't even remember how I said Shrewsbury. I think I say it.
I think it is Shrewsbury, but I always say Shrewsbury because I'm an uneducated moron.
I used to work in Telford, and there was no nightlife there, and we always used to go to Shrewsbury for a night out, and it was quite nice. It takes me back. I was like just 18 as well, so it's like my first proper night out memories.
I've never been. It's close to me now as well, because Telford's about 20 minutes from me, so it can't be much further. But no, I've never been. Yeah, they're showing the replay of him going in for afters there.
Let me get the rewind.
Oh, Gardner, there he is.
That whole Craig Gardner thing was
that was odd, wasn't it? Went for a little holiday.
Like, didn't he go to? It's like a foot shorter than him.
Yeah, I know.
That's hilarious. It's like one of them, you know, when they hold the head and then the other one.
It is, yeah. Proper David and Goliath stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Scrappy do, man. Oh, God. Okay, 20 minutes in. We are yet to concede. Little round of applause so far for our defence.
I'll take that. Well done, San Jose. Always knew you had it in you.
Got a spammer. Let me block him.
But what if someone's won an official prize?
We've either got a spammer or someone's won 20 grand, so...
Is it me? Shall I enter?
Block.
Just need my sort code, bank number, and mother's maiden name.
Jason says there's still no nightlife there.
It's not. I won't go then.
Charlie, give it a rest. It's a bit like to get some good memories but no future. You know, it's about 40.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the score going to be, Morty? He needs a haircut.
Apparently, you can't get it done now, can you? In lockdown.
I've heard you can, but I'm just gonna trim him myself. And
apparently, it has to be vet instructed now, as of like 3 days ago. Wasn't daft like that? Apparently, yeah, that's news to me, but that's what I was told.
Well, that's an excuse for me to say 35 quid, so happy day.
There you go. Come for the football, stay for the dog grooming tips.
Alright, one sec. Sanchez. Have we had a shot on target yet? I feel like, oh my god.
We had a kind of P-roller shot, but yeah, it wasn't much of an effort, I don't think.
Go on in.
Who let the dogs out, Joe?
Hello?
Hello.
Let's have a look. Villa got battered to Chelsea. 4-0. When was this?
I'm not convinced they did. Well, they probably have at some point. I'm not sure it was recent. Or is that the women's game he's on about, maybe? Go on! Oh, Hogan, why did you go with his foot there? What was he hoping to grow 3 foot?
I don't know. He just didn't want to put his head there, did he?
No.
I don't know.
What's he going with his foot there? What's he hoping for? He's going to levitate.
Is it just it drops out of his hands, maybe?
Nah, maybe. He's thinking ahead. That's him.
Yeah.
It's me. I'm behind the game.
You wouldn't know. You're not a prolific striker like me.
That's what it is, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty even this game so far. Like,
yeah.
neither of us is really doing anything, and I guess that's, you know, considering how quickly we conceded a number of goals against them last time.
It all comes down to which one of our players makes the first stupid mistake. Go on, chase him all the way, Hogan.
That is the way, isn't it?
That's what it is. One silly mistake, and then yeah, there it is.
And we score more than we concede from mistakes.
Yeah,
it is a sort of theme from our team at the minute, and I've always, like, every week I'm like thinking, why do we have so many basic errors? Like, even like, yeah, we were playing Man City, but But even then, like and I think we didn't play too badly against them. To be fair, I think they took their foot off the gas massively in the second half. But it's just those. It's like you want to hold out as long as possible against that. And what were we like? 10 minutes, 15 minutes in, and George Friend puts it back into the box when there's 4 world-class players in there.
How much of a rant do you want in a response? Hang on, see if Bella does a step over. Oh no, first time.
Oh,
go on. See if he'd have done the step over, that'd have found the man. The problem is, I think they're so down on themselves and in their own heads. The minute someone makes a mistake, I think there's a sense of, here we go again. And I think it's a lack of, I don't want to slag him off too much, but a lack of leadership from Harley Dean. I think Friend is the louder character on the pitch, and when Clayton gets on the pitch, he's quite a loud voice. But there's a silly mistake, the heads go down, there's a sense of here we go again, and it all just capitulates. Whereas under Monk, it was a bit more, okay, we messed up, let's sort this out.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. And whether you want to call that passion, whether you want to call that confidence, I don't know. But whatever that element is, we're lacking it at the moment. That was a nice layoff. Go forward then.
Yeah, mentality is such a big thing.
Good ball.
It's why, like, you can get, these like FA.
Go on, Cole. Go on. Yes, Hogan. Yes, H. Get in. See, that's confidence. That's what you need. Right place, right time. Get in.
Now, remember, we did score against them first last time, but that's all.
Prolific.
Let's have a look at this back, because I was watching it, but not. I want to have a little look at how this move came about. Out from the keeper.
It was patience and vision.
Little layoff. Hogan in a bit of space. Little 1-2. Look at the little bit of movement there.
Easy. Right, their defence must be fuming at that.
Because Hogan, he just drifted in between the space, really, didn't he? He had no one really specifically marking him. He got himself open. He expected the ball across, and that. I think that's going to. I mean, I say it every time he scores, but hopefully that does give him a little bit of confidence. Because
I know, yeah, that's what we always think.
Right place, right time, innit?
Yeah, it is. I've got to let my dog out now. Hang on.
No worries. Come on, let me change the score.
Oh, and my daughter shouting, "I don't need a wee wee." There you go. And it's time for me to tweet a Hulk Hogan gif, because that's what I do.
Come on! Woohoo! One 0 Blues. The green kit strikes again.
I will be back. I'm just tweeting. Right, I'm back with you. Yeah, and that's what Hogan does sometimes. That's where it sounds a bit daft, but that's where he's got a bit of an edge over Duke. Duke is such an imposing player. You know where he is at all times on the pitch. Hogan, being more of a slight man, has the ability to move into the channels, basically. And the Borough's defence completely lost him there. That was horrific from Borough defending-wise, but take nothing away from us. That was a well-worked goal. But this is what we need to build on. This is where the confidence needs to come now. We're ahead. Let's stay ahead. Yeah. No silly mistakes.
Build on it. Let me just add in this little screen here.
Oh yeah, you need to change the score.
I was too busy getting excited. Here we go. Woo!
Look at that's a rare sight, isn't it?
It really is. We're winning away. We're winning away. Okay.
Look, their defence is all over the place. Oh no, we're looking at the kick. Yeah, he definitely need him. He needed him and took a step back straight away.
Just what?
Yeah, he's he didn't even get booked for that, did he?
Yeah,
he's a bit of a lucky boy, I think.
Hogan, grow the hair out, Hogan.
He said that himself, didn't he? That was the problem. He's like, is it Samson who couldn't cut his hair?
Well, he said it. And then he had his haircut again, and I was like, I'm not scoring, mate. So,
It's lockdown, mate. Needs must.
yeah. I am buzzing. 28 minutes in, 1-0 up. Hogan's finally got another goal, and we have a top goal scorer now. We had like 8 players on 2 goals each.
Yeah, and what does Sky put on the screen straight away? Who's dropped the most points from winning positions this season? Oh, it's us. Of course it's us. Of course. 16 points. If that doesn't fill you with confidence, I don't know what will.
I mean, that is a stat and a half. I love how. Let's just see if we were to add 16 points on, we'd be on 42. So if we
Playoffs
won all of the games we were ahead of, we'd be in the playoffs.
Do you know what?
There you go.
That is the most depressing thing I've heard since coronavirus started. I think that's worse than COVID.
I mean,
we'd be fourth.
At one point, no, we'd be. Off the top.
Not only will we be fourth, but obviously those points are against other teams, so there's a chance we could be third or second. Up the Blues.
Up the Blues. Oh dear.
They're a tall old team, Borough, aren't they?
Yeah, they always are.
Team of giants.
It's cool.
Go on, Scott. Look at see that. That's a confident Hogan. It's a foul anyway, but he's up and he's ready. And whether he can play on or not is a different subject. But he's up and ready to go.
We love it. We love it.
And if Cranker did have a go at him during the Man City game, then you know what? Maybe it worked.
I mean, yeah, he scored a goal, so
he scored a goal. So yeah, long way to go yet, there, mate.
Yeah, very long way to go. Who's anyone? Hat trick? Anyone? No.
You're having a laugh, aren't you?
Oh,
who's that down?
Yeah. I'm sorry. What
is that? Terrell. That's Tavernier. Is that Thingy's brother? The Rangers player.
Yeah. Maybe actually, I don't know, but I always thought it was the same person.
Why? Just playing for 2 teams?
No, I just thought like he moved to the Championship or something.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Have a look. No!
Get it, no! Oh! Got go over. It went over, didn't it? Fuck's sake. No, it did it not? Yes.
Oh,
yes, darling. Yeah. How did that not go over the...
Let's watch these back. Look, let's watch this. This is a great angle. What happened here? Harley Dean trust.
That's on ball. Did they not see that?
No.
Oh, did it? Or did it hit the post? That first angle looked like handball. That may have hit the post, you know. Let's see again. No, it was not handball. It hit the post and went into Etheridge's arms.
It was funny how he tried it though.
I like how suddenly he still turned around and went mad anyway. Bloody hell. There you go.
Why is it always like straight after we score, it always seems like so easy
for everyone out, yeah. For them. Mm. Yeah. How did that not go in?
I have no idea. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Let's have a look. Hand of God.
I don't know if it was, you know. I'm not sure if it touched it.
Hit the bar, exactly. My dad has commented saying Hogan needs support and he will score goals. Come on, you blue boys. Are you still in bed? Are you in bed? Phone's on. Watching in Las Vegas. Up the Blues, 4:30 a.m. Wow.
We are multinational, mate. We're global.
Like really quiet now. Like, is it all locked down there? Let us know, because that would be such a surreal thing.
I don't think America's locked down at all, is it?
Is it not?
Not to the extent that we talk of lockdowns, I don't think, no. They've got all their freedom and all that stuff, haven't they? They're so fond of.
At the moment, or whatever it is. Take my freedom.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why they've got one of the highest death rates.
The vacay. Trump's out now.
Yeah.
In an alternate...
Go on, well battled. Go on, well in. Go on, Cole. And again. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, I thought that was going to go in, you know. Swino says, in an alternate reality, would you swap Karanka for Warnock right now?
No, because I can't stand the sight of Warnock. I didn't like it when Redknapp come in. I'd hate it even more if we had Warnock. That's just because I'm the personal...
He's Blues,
personal
though.
opinion. Who?
He just feels like a Blues type of manager.
Oh, no. No.
Do you not think?
No, again, it might be. Yeah, he might manage us well. He might do well for us. He probably would do well for us, but I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like Redknapp. I don't like Allardyce. I don't like these old English dinosaurs who just moan. Their career is to moan.
I know what you mean. I feel the same about like Allardyce. There's a lot of them that are on this merry-go-round of this carousel of management where they'll just hop on and hop off and go somewhere else. They're always
one
there.
Struggling team to the next.
But I always see a lot of videos of what's his name again? I completely forgot his name. Middlesbrough boss.
Give me a clue. Warnock.
Of when he was like younger and his management days, and the way he'd be like, hey, Lino should have flagged for that, and he'd tell someone to get up off the bench and start warming up just so he could tell the Lino that
he's... Really? Okay, maybe I'm warming too.
It's like it's hilarious, man. And he's like team talk sometimes. I think there was a documentary done on his team like ages ago when
there was. Talking of Allardyce, the best thing he did was it was the player he just laughed at. He went down like he'd been hit by a bus in front of him on the touchline. Was he a Villa player even? I don't know. And he just wet himself laughing at him.
Oh, I can't remember.
Or was it a Swansea player who just laughs in his face? It's so funny.
I don't remember. I don't know if I've seen it, to be honest. Hull poised to secure deal for Birmingham, man. Crowley to Hull. Thoughts?
I don't know Crowley on a personal level, but I get the impression there is some personal issues between him and perhaps the club in general. I don't know. I think there's no disputing he is a talented player, and he wasn't on the pitch much during Pep's reign, and we all thought it was because of fitness. Well, he's had a year and a half, nearly 2 years now to get fit, and he's still not fit. So now you have to question: is it a fitness thing, or is it a mentality thing? I don't know. Bit like Sturridge, where he got injured and then he just became like a shadow of himself, and he almost didn't want to play in case he got injured again. I kind of get that impression with Crowley. I may be wrong, as I say, I don't know him personally, but that's the impression I get. What do you think? What's your opinion?
Like I said, I'm not really sure. Like I've never, like with that whole thing and the reason he's not been playing, like I've never really been sure why that is. Like I didn't know if it was because Karanka just preferred the other two. I'm like you say, clearly the lad's got some talent. Needs work on the end product, I think, but I think he could do a job. It's a bit of a shame.
It is a shame because, as I say, when he came on, there was flashes of greatness there, and we got him for something like 650k maybe, which seemed, in fact, was it even that? I don't know, but it seemed like a steal, whatever we paid.
Yeah.
But then he never really showed it. A bit like Fabrini, when we had him and everyone was excited, and did Naffle and Jota and pretty much everyone we signed, really.
It's always the one, like you feel like when
but that hurt.
when you look at Halilovic as well, it's a similar sort of player, like a lot of hype when they were younger, and it's like getting to that stage where they need to prove themselves. Crowley, hasn't really done that in the time that he's had. He's never, you can say, he hasn't had as much of a chance in the number 10 role as he could have. Like maybe he could do better there. He often was played wide, but again, like he hasn't done a load for us. And then you look at Halilovic as well, and you're thinking, is the same going to happen again, or is it just because these things are relatively low risk, aren't they? Like if one of them comes good, I
think Halilovic has got more about him. I think he's got much better vision. He finds pockets of space. He's always wanting the ball back. He doesn't just pass it and ignore it. He's passing because he wants to move into a better position and get it back again. Yeah. I don't think Crowley necessarily had that. But isn't the talk of... Say again. He was.
The one thing Crowley always did was like turning on himself. Like he had a really low center of gravity, and but he would always just seem to turn and then turn back.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. And with sort of no real sense of direction about it. Whereas I think Halalovic has got that. But isn't the talk of Crowley going to Coventry? Or have I read that wrong? I'm sure I read that somewhere.
I think that was an initial rumour, but then something more solid came out yesterday about him going on loan.
About him going to Hull. Tell a lie. I think he has very possibly, almost definitely gone on loan to Hull. But again... Okay, so we're gonna miss Crowley. We're gonna miss Davis. These are superstar players, Messi and Ronaldo incarnate. Why have they gone to Shrewsbury and Hull? If they're that good and we're hyping them that much, why aren't clubs in our division, let alone the Arsenals of the world, knocking on their door? They're not, are they? Because they're not that great, unfortunately.
At the end of the day, it's like it's just. We've got wages on the books that we need to get off. I don't think a lot of Crowley's wages will be gone if he's going on loan to a league.
No.
League.
I wonder how much we're paying him anyway, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be huge.
Yeah, probably not.
Davis might after a few years of add-ons and stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah, I just hope that, we've got a couple of players off the books now. Maybe it is to free up a little bit of space for maybe one signing. You know what I mean?
Hopefully a striker. Although Hogan has scored, to give him his due. But yeah, hopefully a slightly more prolific striker.
Yeah.
Good ball, San Jose. Useless ball, John Terrell. What the fuck was that?
Oh, it's it back. Look at this.
I tell you, that's confident Hogan, that is, mate.
That's what the Hogan we like to see. The one we saw before lockdown who was just anticipating things.
That's negative. Yeah. And now we've just decided to pass it back to fucking Harley Dean of all people. But even then, look at Sanchez cutting inside, the winger playing in the middle, essentially. Terrell had it, so he's straight next to him. My turn, give it me. This is confident Blues to an extent. Bella, go on, you can't step over it from there, kid.
Have we got Lecco on the bench?
I think we have, yes we have.
Halilovic is back on the bench, isn't he?
Halilovic is not on the bench. Yes, he is on the bench. Sorry, there he is. Yes, he is.
Love it.
What did you think of Lico against Man City? Because a lot of people were saying he was the standout for us.
I think, well, when we were looking at striking option, I don't know. He like I say, in terms of the whole season, he's had sparks, and I feel like he's really up for it against Man City. I'm not sure. Bella made a big difference when he came on, but
definitely.
I'm trying to actually think back, because I think I've erased that from my memory as well. But I do remember
he did look sharper. But my problem with Lico is he cannot pass the ball to save his life. I wouldn't trust him to pass wind, let alone pass the ball. As long as we can just tell him, just run, just get the ball and run, I think we'll be all right with him. But if he's going to play any sort of wide position, I think we're asking for trouble.
I think the one thing that Baggies was saying was that it was more his decision making that was the problem.
Yeah, I've got a Baggies mate at work, and he said something very similar. He also said we're playing him in the wrong position to start with. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
We'll have to see with him again. It's a bit of a low risk one, and it's a bit of like,
yeah, he's another player who does brilliantly well for other clubs. We bring him into us and we destroy him from within. We beat any sense of talent he had out of him, like we're doing with San Jose at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not normally this negative, I promise.
Well,
that's a lie. I am.
We
are winning. Yeah, we're winning. I'm still moaning.
Let's enjoy it. It's always been in the position where we are.
It is, yeah. You are right.
Because a lot of the time we're,
Oh, that was shit. Go on, Cole. Well him.
When it gets to that point where you're beyond saving as well, like you're a couple goals down, and you're just like, oh, this is no point. And then we've been in that situation a few times, and it's just like, when's it going to end? But now we've got actually.
I actually think that's where Bella is such an asset to us because, for want of a better terms, I don't think he cares what the score is. Like Bella will play how Bella plays no matter what, and sometimes you need someone like that. And Camp was a bit like that as well, just a lot more accident prone. But someone who can just water off a duck's back. Okay, the score is the score. I'm going to do 16 more step overs and see if I can put the ball in the box, and that's what Bella does. And I think that's partly why he looks so good against Man City. I don't think it fazed him. He's like, yeah, so what? Football, isn't it?
He actually, he weren't scared, was he?
No, not at all. Not even slightly. He wasn't fazed by what was in front of him.
Yeah,
I think you need characters like that.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to see. Is it me, or does he always look better off the bench?
Always, yeah. When the defence look knackered and he can show off, yeah. Oh, nice effort. Good save.
Let me have a look at that Tavernier thing then. Solid game so far, says Sam Jeffcott.
I was never going in. That's fine. Easy.
Darlington FC fan. We were made bankrupt in 2011, reformed in 2012, and have had 3 promotions. Currently a fan-owned National League club. Demoted 4 leagues. Is that true?
Fair play, mate. We'll see you next season, probably. When we're in the same position.
We'll be fan-owned one day. One day when it all goes downhill.
Fair play, Darlington.
Get in there, Hoagie.
Name from the past.
Etheridge kicking is so poor. He's got us into trouble again. I must have missed that.
No, yeah, possibly. That's fair. Can't really argue with that. I think he makes up for it with his saves, though.
Yeah.
I think he's the best keeper we've had for a long while, even if he does make the odd stupid mistakes, but then don't they all?
If he didn't make the odd mistake and he had great distribution, he wouldn't be playing for Birmingham City. Let's put it that way. Exactly. Rumoured that Davis was on $6.5 grand, Crowley 8, and Josh 8. I don't know. Well,
I have absolutely no idea if that's true.
Yeah.
I will bow to your knowledge.
Yeah. It seems quite low if that's the case.
It does seem very low. It also doesn't say whether that's per week or month, but even if that is per week, that seems very, very low. Well in George. George Friend is the greatest footballer I've seen in years. Do you know why? Because he tucks his shirt and he looks like a gentleman. When they warm up at the start and they're all wearing their thermals, not George. George is a real British centre back / left back. He's a gentleman.
He gets home.
Probably smokes a pipe and reads the paper while his missus keeps quiet in the kitchen. That's what I imagine.
Yeah. Have a little cheese board.
That's what he'll do. Yeah, exactly. A bit of port, and then he's in bed by 8 o'clock, ready to be up at 5, crack of dawn.
He's got to watch Downton Abbey. And then,
that's it. Yeah.
Because they're your typical footballer is always, you've got this idea of what
party animal like.
Classic footballer would be like. But then there are just certain people who just happen to be good at football. But okay.
Just don't suit it, yeah. George Friend, absolutely.
Like a bit of in the background,
George Friend votes Tory, doesn't agree with the lockdown, but he won't dare break it. That's George Friend. Might do a bit of fox hunting at the weekend. I bet if you actually speak to him, he's a right party animal. All because he's tucked his shirt in, I've just formed this opinion of him.
The thing is, you could just pop him in the crown.
You could, yeah.
In his kit.
George Friend, nice cup of tea. Yeah, exactly.
Well spoken.
Yeah. He's from Devon, isn't he? I think.
Is it?
I believe. Yeah. My mum is from Devon.
Let me have a look at Tavernier then.
Go on then.
Marcus Tavernier.
There's his brother called James, I think.
Yeah. They're brothers.
There you go.
Marcus he's only 21.
Is he? How old's his brother?
29.
Oh, is he?
Well, there you go.
There you go.
I just thought it was one of them things.
See, that's why you have me on, mate. I bring you this knowledge.
I thought it was just like a glitch in the
2 people dare to have the same surname.
yeah.
Oh, gotta get that. Oh, easy.
Was that George Friend then?
Who was there?
Georgie Friend.
Captain shirt tucked in himself.
I'm not gonna lie. I was certain this was a goal.
And mate, he's actually coming from the wrong side of him and got there as well. Fair play. I mean, that is a hell of a recovery. That's probably San Jose's man as well that he's just covered for. Do you know what that is? That is exactly the same as Jonathan Grounds used to get the stick for everything. He always used to get the blame. Problem with Jonathan Grounds is he was covering 2 terrible centre-backs at the same time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, George Friend is covered for him there.
I used to love, on the odd occasion, when he'd bomb forward down the left, and you'd get like, you'd see him, and he'd be in uncharted territory, and he'd be like, okay, I don't know what to do here.
What the hell am I doing here? Yeah. I didn't mean to do this. Oh no!
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, he did. Joe, I'm absolutely dying for the loo, mate. So I'm going to disappear for a minute.
No worries.
Sound.
No worries. Half time, it is 1-0 to Birmingham City. Yes, you do not need to adjust your YouTube channel or your Twitch or your Facebook. It is 1-0 at half time to the Blues. Here we go. Martin Granger pissed all over George Friend at left back. Agreed. Wonder if Karanka will change it at half time. We're winning. I don't know. I don't think he will. John Frayne for me, best left back we've had. Probably a bit before my time. Let's have a look, shall we? Right, guys. What do we think? Half time 1-0. Could have been 1-1 then, but we are still in the lead. Are we going to take this through to full time? Are we going to get 3 points, which would take us up to 18th, 26 points, and give us a little bit more of breathing room between us and the bottom 3? Is it going to happen? I wonder if Karanka will change it. Corral very poor. I don't think he's been that bad. The shirt makes him twice the player. What weird reality is this? I know it's very strange. Matthew Saunders thinks we're going to win 2-0. Interesting stuff. Let's have a look on Facebook. I'll give this a little share. Remember my last game away at Borough. Let's have a look. Decent half. Dexel says Borough only seem to be dangerous from set pieces, and we keep gifting them. Less silly tackles in the second half, and we could hold on for a very important win. We've got a long way to go. We've got another half of football, and we know how quickly we can turn around being a Blues fan. But let's try and get that second goal if we can. We need to get a goal to secure it. Exactly my thoughts, Jack. Connor says, I'm a Borough fan and this match has been painful to watch.
Good. No offence, but good. Makes a change for the boot to be on the other foot.
What a try world. Is he going to put Clayton on? That's a fair point. Only if we go, if we're in a losing position.
Yeah.
It's the kit we always win with. To be fair, we won like 2 games with it and haven't won since. But
we've just created this illusion that the green kit helps us. It doesn't.
we don't lose as much in the Blues kit. That's what it is. Our average points per game is slightly higher in the green kit, so we'll have it.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
I don't know. Looking at that first half, I think it shows like we still need another goal.
Yeah.
We've shown that no big errors as of yet. But, I mean, they almost got back into it. One straight after the goal. They almost equalised. And then just before half-time then.
They should have done, really. I'm amazed that didn't go in. Obviously, chuffed a bit it didn't, but...
Yeah, so I'm just hoping that we can tighten up a little. I don't I don't feel like we can. Like one goal is enough for us at the minute.
It's never enough for
Our
us.
defenses.
Yeah, never enough.
It's the stealth kit. I'm being 4-1. Not again, please. See, the thing is, it could have easily been going that way if those two chances went in. They very easily could have. We could be 2-1 down right now. That's
Didn't we score? We did score first against them last time, didn't we? I think.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I think
it was Colin, wasn't it?
Yes, it was my mate Cole.
Yeah.
Well, we've got this break. Can I just plug this competition again, Joe? Is that okay with you? Can I use your platform? Boys, girls, everyone watching, if you go to @FatLadsPodcast on Twitter, you will see a tweet for a competition to win a case of skinny lager. It's very nice. All you have to do is follow the instructions, retweet that tweet basically, and you will be in the hat for the prize draw.
It's in the comments now.
Look at you, superstar Joe. Thank you very much, mate.
So go and follow them on Twitter there. Sort that out. What is it? Let's have a look. Is it your pin? Wait, no, it's not.
No, it's not the pinned one. The pinned one is the latest episode. And then a bit further down there is an actual.
There you go. Give you a retweet.
An actual tweet. Give that a retweet. Win yourself some beer. As long as you're over 18, please.
Ooh, I do want to try it. I do want to try that.
Honestly, try it. Some Morrison's and Amazon.
Very good now. I've been very good in the week, and then on the weekend I treat myself.
I gave up over Christmas, to be honest. I was doing the dust diet, and I'm back on it from Monday. Mega low calories. I lost 2 stone though. By doing that. Yeah, it was alright. It was a bit depressing not being able to eat anything, but 18 months or years, preferably years, David, preferably years.
Yeah,
I don't want to end up in prison.
I think I did the same. Like I had a pretty bad Christmas in terms of like eating.
My Christmas was terrible.
And I give it
food wise.
After New Year.
Yeah, I was going to do that, but there was so much chocolate left over. I thought I need another week to get through this. Otherwise, it's a waste.
I had to give mine to my dad because I got this massive, them massive dairy milk bars.
Yeah.
And I was literally halfway through it, and I was like, I can't eat this whole thing, man.
With those, is that one dairy milk bar, or is it lots of smaller ones in?
One whole.
It's just one massive one.
Yeah,
wow.
One whole one. And I was just like, over the course of like a week or two, I was just breaking bits up and that, and I was like,
really?
halfway through it, and I was like, I've got to put it in a cake or something.
This is never ending.
No, I'm going to see if I can get a beer for the second half because I'm going to treat myself because it's the weekend.
Do it.
Cool. Yes. Continue.
Reading through comments.
Continue the play. Anything else you want to say?
Anything else I want to plug? Do I want to shamelessly plug myself more? Is that what you're saying?
Let you post in the comments in the chat and that.
Say again.
Can you does it let you click on the chat as well?
No, that's it. It doesn't let me highlight them like it does with you because you're special apparently.
Oh, that's a shame.
I'll just read them. I may even put my glasses on to do it because I'm older than San Jose. Chance of a comeback, I'm guessing that's from a Borough point of view. Very high. I would bet your house on it if I were you, because it's almost certainly going to happen.
The screen. Look at the screen. Oh, did you see that? It showed the ball on the line. It was like 3/4 of the way.
Was it? It's not a handball though, was it? It definitely missed his arm.
It was an attempted handball.
It was an attempted. Oh yeah, he definitely tried it. He gave it. Yeah. Just reflexes, wasn't it? Yeah, definitely was.
All right, back in a second. I'm going to try and find
No worries. I've been saying for years that Joe is special. I absolutely agree with that comment. 100%. I'm too young. Sorry, Jack. You cannot win the beer. Come back to us when you're older. Borough Report, even Derby had scored by now. Yep. True. Hi, I'm back. Thanks for coming back. If we win this one, will he change the side again for the next match from Russell Spotswood? I would say almost certainly, because that seems to be what Karanka likes to do. We've had so many different centre-back pairings. I don't even know who our starting 11 is at times. Bella's done quite well this half, so he will almost certainly not be playing next game because that's what Karanka does. Hogan scored, so he will definitely be on the bench next week. I don't know. I don't know if Karanka is still trying to find his best 11 or whether this is his game plan to keep rotating and keep the legs fresh. However, you could make an argument that the game plan hasn't worked up to this point in the season. But hey-ho, we're winning. We are now up to 18th in the table, the dizzying heights of 18th. The sky is the limit until QPR play and Forest play. Then we slip back down to 20th. Anyway, has a bingo roller to make the team. Very possibly is a bit like the Lee Clark pull a name out of the hat days. Except this time, at least there is a strong chance he will pull someone out of the hat with a bit of talent, which Lee Clark never had the luxury of doing. Any more comments? Need the points badly. Yep. Hope he doesn't make a sub. I bet he's going to bring Clayton on from Fares Akbar. He's almost certainly going to bring Clayton on because he's like his pet project that he's desperate to have succeed at the club. And I like Clayton, actually. I think he's a leader. I think he can offer something to the team. He's just a little bit slow. But he's not playing much and maybe he's just rusty, shall we say. I'm a Hull fan and just wanted to ask you about Dan Crowley, Kieran Webster. What would you like to know? His favourite colour, his favourite food, or what he's like as a player? I'm guessing he is a very good player. He has not shown his full potential at our club, partly because we haven't put him on the pitch enough to do so, partly because he hasn't put himself on the pitch enough to do so. There are questions about his general attitude and fitness. We gave him some time to get fit. He had that time to get fit, and he either didn't get fit or he didn't really push on to get into the team. But hopefully he does well for you because he seems an alright guy. And he was baptised in one of our stands by another one of our players, which is the most mental story that probably never reached the heights of Hull, but it happened. We're winning. What is this? It is a miracle, nothing short of that. Joseph?
There was nothing cold. There's nothing in the fridge from Magnus with a lot of ice.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. Enjoy your Magnus.
I can't seem like a bit of a... No, but these are quite nice with a bit of ice.
I do like a Magnus.
But it is what it is. Got to celebrate being 1-0 up, haven't you?
I've cracked out the champagne. It's just chilling over there. I'm ready for party time if this goes all the way.
Okay. We are finally winning. That is what we need to see. Let's have a look. Let's get this. Right, so...
Is anyone else playing at all at the moment?
I don't think so.
In the world? No, I don't think anyone is at all. Premier League. Oh, they are. Wolves are winning at half-time. West Brom. I thought that was a Friday night game. I didn't realise that's today. Fabio Silva, the guy they spent an absolute fortune on, has finally scored. Good for him.
A couple more postponed games today as well. QPR v Wickham.
Yeah.
Wednesday. You've got to say, it seems like it's getting... I mean, if it gets any worse, it's like, are they going to give us a bit of a break or something or push things back? And then you've got the Euros.
God, if they postpone the Euros, I think I will just give up on life. I need that Euro competition to happen.
Yeah, because we are, like I say, we're getting. To be fair, since the turn of the year, we've had quite a few games get postponed and pushed back, and stuff, and it feels like they know that they can't really stop it again because it would push everything else back.
It's awkward, really, because you're asking these people to carry on playing for our entertainment, and potentially putting themselves at risk, although they are undoubtedly tested more than pretty much anyone else in the country. I'm not whether that's a good enough reason to carry on. I don't know, but I don't like building footballers up because I think they're arrogant enough as they are, but they are providing a service at the moment. They are providing an outlet. The thing with me with football is every Saturday, blokes and women get to go to a game and shout obscenities at 11 blokes they don't know plus a referee. That is their weekly sense of...
Gets you out,
it's
work for better.
It's cathartic. It's cathartic. They've spent a week in a job they perhaps don't like, maybe in a relationship they don't perhaps like, I don't know. But it's their chance to get all those frustrations out at some blokes on a pitch. That is a service of some kind. And I think football, even at home, is your chance to shout at a TV and kind of release.
Like, in the sense now of when, I know people have different opinions on it, but even now when you can't do anything, you can't go to the games or anything, they're still like, oh, we've got a game on Saturday or we've got a game on Wednesday. And
it's something that breaks the week up.
Talk about something to look forward to.
So this week I've done, obviously, the Fat Lads podcast we record on Thursdays, out Friday, by the way. That is generally the highlight of my week. Doing this stream with you now might be a bit sad, but that's one of the highlights of my week. This is how we socialise now. This is interaction. This is going down the pub for me. Just, it's a bit warmer. And the beer's cheaper.
Yeah, it is.
But these are the things I look forward to now. And as I say, these players are paid an absolute fortune and everyone gives them a big enough head as it is, but they are providing a service at the moment, as all sportsmen are, not just footballers.
Asombalonga is on the pitch.
And we've lost. You know what I said about how the joy, that's just gone. That's straight out the window.
Hold on, let me just get the scoreboard ready.
Get your abacus out, mate.
Oh, God.
There was the game when Gary Monk was in charge. It was at home. Did we go? We were losing 1-0, I think, and we equalised 1-1. And he took... Who did he take off? I think he took a midfielder off and put an attacker on, or something like that. And straight away, Borough brought on a Sombalonga, and he just ran the whole length of the pitch, smashed it straight into the back. Thought, yep, that was going to happen. Always going to happen.
Yeah.
We tried to attack the game, and Asombalonga did what Asombalonga does.
Oh, I think I might have been there.
I don't remember the full...
2-0?
Was it? I don't know. No, we just scored. He was obviously going to make this sub anyway, whoever it was, and we just scored. And he took him off anyway.
Here you go. Oh,
nah, we got that.
If that was a better ball, mate, he had that on a plate.
Yeah, but he didn't do the step over first, did he? That's the key. Bella knows that. These players don't.
Straight away, they're on it.
Oh shit! How did you miss that?
This is what I'm talking about.
What a fraud! Asombalonga is a fraud.
Asombalonga almost scored 1 minute. 1 minute coming on. He was in on goal.
He should have at least got that on target.
Mate, what is, honestly though, like,
how easy did they unlock us there though?
Look at that.
Harley Dean charging out. And again,
past San Jose like he's not there.
And who's coming over to cover again? Who's doing twice the work he needs to? George Friend. Again. And this is why people are saying, why do we play Friend over Pedersen? This is why. Because Friend will do this. Pedersen won't do this.
Honestly though, like why does this happen? Like, why does this happen so easily? It's almost like now you're thinking from the player's perspective, they're like, oh God.
Looking it. But then it's the same as us. The minute we saw Asombalonga's name, we thought, oh great. And I dare say they're thinking the same thing.
Well, you've got...
There's a mile offside there.
You've got
They know Asombalonga's going to play on their shoulder. He's going to run straight at San Jose, run straight through San Jose.
George, everybody's friend. That's cute.
He's my friend. Honestly, I don't have many fancies in this life, but George Friend and Max Collin fighting over my affections. That's all I need to get me through. That's what gets me through these lockdown weeks.
I love that. Come on. Don't break my heart, Blues.
The thing now is we just need to absolutely slow this tempo down because they are going to chip it forward to Assombalonga over and over, running at us. We just need to slow everything down.
Yeah. Oh, they're winning everything.
Good ball. That's it. Stick it out wide.
Don't hit him, Sanchez.
Imagine every tackle is squaring up.
Come on. I want that goal against Cardiff. I want to see that again.
Yeah, we danced around 4 players. Yeah. Pedersen's never been the same since he didn't end up going to Watford. Absolutely 100% agree. If I had a time machine, if I had a DeLorean, if I had the Doctor's phone box from Doctor Who, anything that could take me back in time and steal that money off Watford, I'd take half of it to get rid of him. I'm not a fan of Christian Pedersen, but we should have absolutely snapped their hand off for that 10 million they was supposedly offering.
Was that true, that 10 million or so?
Apparently. Yeah.
He's like an absolute...
Apparently. It's one of them. Was it 10 million or did Twitter decide it was 10 million?
Yeah. It's a strange one. Like, that, I suppose that can have an impact, and then you think, you're better than you are, and you get frustrated.
Well,
you're not playing well.
And he's got to be thinking, a Premier League at that time team came in for him. That could have been the kickstart of his career, and never happened for him.
And now he's just fed up.
Richards put they offered 6 million for him, very possibly. I don't know. You know what social media and rumours are like.
Yeah, exactly. But something was offered.
Yeah, someone offered it.
More at the point that he had this Premier League opportunity, which again would be a lot higher wages as well.
Oh yeah, certainly.
I hope he can get over it or something, because he was a solid player.
He was. At first, he scored a cracking header from outside the box once. And he actually likes the club. I get the feeling he likes the club anyway. He's passionate about the club to an extent. But George Friend is George Friend.
Hold on, let me share this about a little bit.
Go on. Oh, how did you fluff that? Oh, Sunich. When's the last time we won at the Riverside?
Hold on.
The Smoggies. Gonna have a cheeky go.
Last year, shouldn't we? Should have.
Yeah.
They just put a bit of a sassy tweet out, didn't they?
I don't remember. I was in Scotland for a wedding. Blues v Bordeaux. No, I don't think it's that. Blues v Borough.
Loss. No. A loss. 2013.
2013. Jeez.
16th of March.
I remember going to Borough when I was a kid, and I couldn't believe it because they sold chips, and that was, for an 8-year-old, that was the highlight of my week. A football ground actually sold chips. It was amazing. That's my only memory from that game.
The goal scorer, it was 1-0. Nikola Zigic.
Was it?
I do like to have a look at the teams sometimes. Like we had Jack Butland, Paul Caddis, Paul Robinson, Spectre, Curtis Davis, Shane Ferguson, Wade Elliott, Ravel Morrison, Nathan Redmond, and Zigic.
That's a real mix of differing talents, isn't it?
The bench, we had Colin Doyle, Caldwell, Mullins, Ambrose, Chris Burke, Farhay and Riley. Remember,
all them on the bench ended up being first teamers.
I remember when we signed Darren Ambrose, and
Yeah.
all I did was watch that one goal he scored against Man United in the cup.
Yeah.
And I was like, every time I see him now, I'm like, shoot!
I'm sold. Yeah. I think that was Sunjic now, though. I look back at that. It may have been a pre-season goal he scored from outside the box, and you think, you just shoot Sunjic. You know you can do it. You've done it once. Do it again.
One against Derby.
It could have been. It was a screamer, whatever it was.
He scored a good goal against him. Did he? He's had a couple of good goals, to be fair.
Yeah, he has, yeah. Yeah, maybe he should shoot more often, but...
Yeah, what I always saw in his first season, anyway, when I was actually like watching the games properly, is like a lot of the times, whatever he hits, like stays hit, and it's like
yeah,
he puts it behind it at least. And it's I remember when we very first signed him, and I was like, it's someone who could strike a ball, which seemed foreign to me.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
he
usually would go in the right direction, and I was like, what?
It's either going in the roof of the net or it's landing on Saturn.
Yeah.
Either way, that ball's going somewhere.
Yeah.
Go on, Bella. Take it off him. Don't you just wish Hogan was faster, though? Like, he looks like he should be a faster poacher, and he's just not. I mean, compared to Duke, he's a Ferrari, but I wish he had a bit more pace.
Yeah, he's all right. He's fairly quick, though, I suppose. He's just not, you know, he's got a... It's one of them. If he was really, really quick, again, he probably wouldn't...
Wouldn't be for us, exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Because if he could break that offside trap and just be, like, in there...
Yeah.
I think with him, it's a big thing on mentality for Hogan.
Yeah, oh yeah, without a doubt. Well, look at his first spell with us, where he had Duke doing all the hard work, and he actually did an interview where he said, "This is great. Duke is doing all the hard work. All I've got to do is pop up and smash a goal in." Now he hasn't got someone up there with him. It's showing a weakness in his game, unfortunately, which again seems daft to say on the day that he scored a goal. But I'm talking overall.
I think more recently we've seen him get better with his...
Oh, well in Arnie. Oh, useless. No, he's such a confidence player, unfortunately.
He really is. It's one of them things with a striker as well. Like, it's one... Oh, God. Oh,
Wolves 2, West Brom 3.
What? Baggy's winning?
They were losing 2-1 a minute ago. It is as well. Oh my God. There you go. Ha.
No way.
Where would you play San Jose, Joe? In an ideal world.
Like in front of a back four, like sort of
the Keefton Bell role,
or the
Sunjic role.
I don't know, like, because I think if he has the time and space to be able to pick out a pass, he can pick one out.
Sort of a deep lying playmaker.
But I also don't want him to be almost relied upon in terms of. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I think he needs someone alongside him as well who's a bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
And will break up the play a bit more, whereas he will distribute. Oh!
So you can do it.
Fucking hell!
Stay on side next time.
That was a peach. I know the keeper went there or anything, but
wow.
Like,
it's nice pass as well. They're not even close, are they? They're in a different postcode. Nice finish, though.
Oh, fucking hell.
I couldn't do that.
I'm telling you, right, how difficult is it to get back on side?
Wow.
He's only...
I told you they're both slow. Well, Bella's not.
That's how hard that is. And he would have been in with a proper chance then, because San Jose saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, it is ridiculous. So, would you... So, say we've got kind of Keefton, Bell and Sunjic as, I don't know, ball-winning midfielders, I suppose you'd call them, sort of defensive midfielders. Would you replace one of them for San Jose, or would you have him as a bench option?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like having all three of them on in midfield, like at the same time. I'm just wondering where the creativity is going to come from.
Yeah, do you think it's a touch too scrappy and slow and defensive? I mean, we need defensive. We're in 18th. We need defensive, but yeah, like you say, where's the outlet? There almost doesn't. We've got.
I'd probably stick more of a more. I don't know. Like I'm feeling a bit of a Gary Gardner in there or something. Like
yeah. It's kind of we've got Sanchez, Hogan, obviously Bella attacking, like fully attacking. Then we've got everyone else fully defending, and there's almost like no middle. We got Terrell, I suppose, who's supposed to bridge that gap, but he's more attacking as well. There's no sort of middleman.
Right at that.
Say again.
He's a player. Gary Gardner's a player that can sort of.
Yeah.
He's nothing special. He's a player who can do his job defensively and do some at the other end and sort of in them transitions. Then and then obviously we've got some great number 10s. We've got Halalovic as well. Where you're thinking, where's he going to play?
Well, I suppose he'll replace Terrell, won't he? But after Terrell's recent goals, you can't really drop him, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose so. How long ago was that now?
Cardiff game, wasn't it? I think. Wasn't it the one we were watching?
Yeah, one of them.
Probably the only reason I remember it.
I hope he's not another one that's just never going to get running. That that Halalovic, you get injured and then.
It is odd because, as I say, when he comes on, he really looks a bright spark. You'd think he'd chance it one time, but the same. We said the same about Crowley, didn't we? So.
Yeah, but you can. I feel like you can just tell in the way he plays. He just has a certain energy about him.
He's got a brain.
Yeah,
a footballing brain.
Is that Mark Roberts?
Yeah, so expect long throw after long throw after long throw.
Oh, I want to see who's taking off for Roberts now. San Jose,
I reckon.
It's probably going to be Hogan.
yeah, no one else it will be. Yeah, absolute shut up shop. Go on, get on it. Useless. San Jose desperately trying to sprint back. Go on, he's like a racehorse. Go on, lad.
Look at him, he's still on the screen.
He's shattered. He's
still there, bobbing off.
Yeah. That's him done for the week. He's got to come off now.
Yeah, look at him.
He's done, isn't he? John Terrell's coming off for Roberts. Shut up. He's not going to be Terrell, surely.
So that means, what, is he going to move San Jose into midfield?
I assume, yeah. Who's going to go in like the number 10 then?
No one.
No one. You know when I said there's no bridge between the attack and defence, that little bridge, we just set fire to it.
I think this is a big moment in terms of his game management.
That will be questioned.
Oh,
that's unlucky. Oh, really? And that's what Keithton Bell does. No, it's not Sunjic. That's what Sunjic does. We're 4-3-1-2. Well, yeah, at the moment we are.
No, we can't defend for 40 minutes. Karanka. Buffus.
Essentially, yeah. What?
We're 4-3-1-2. John Terrell. Dan Crowley at Hall would be great as that number 10 player.
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah.
So, quite a defensive range.
Sorry, I just need to send a few text messages.
A back five?
What?
He was just Mark Roberts was just holding four fingers up and going like that.
Yeah, you four plus me.
Ah.
Okay, if that's not
Mate, it seems far too early for anything like that.
Yeah.
This is so negative.
Yeah. Should we just wave the white flag now?
Should we? I'll just get the 1-1 ready.
You might as well, yeah. 5-4-1. Okay. Pew reckons 5-2-3. Either way, it's defensive. I suppose we're defending 3 points. You can't knock him for trying to defend one of the 3 points prospects that we've got. Especially when Duncan Watmore's about to come on. For fuck's sake. More like singing the blues. Because I'm pretty sure that we're going to lose.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just so...
Pupil is better to counter with. Okay.
We should have scored 3 goals now. Since we've scored. It should be 3-1. If we're being honest.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Fine. He's the boss.
Let's just see how it goes.
Let's, yeah. Okay, we shall see how it goes. There is, 25 minutes left. I've never managed a football club in my life, so other than on Football Manager, where I'm storming the table with Walsall at the moment. So, what do I know? I would have took San Jose off, though, personally. But, hey-ho. We move. It's like watching Mourinho football when he parks the bus. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
I think it might just be the case of, like, we're desperate for these 3 points. Our defence is crap. They're so nervous. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, unless he's going to fire Friend and Colin forward.
Come on.
Friend's always there, though, to be fair. Let's see how they actually set up.
I love when Friend ends up on the wing.
Yeah.
He just looks so lost.
Okay, he's drifting to centre forward position there.
Cut inside. Oh, yeah.
Someone is in the chat is about 3 minutes in the future apparently, because we're watching this live and they seem to think there's a goal. Somehow I think they're on the wind up.
Unless they're there at the game in the one seat.
Yeah, they're the only ones there, and Sky have got a slight delay on. Yeah, that would probably work if we were on Blues TV, but unfortunately we're on Sky.
It's Dale Moon, really.
It is, yeah. Wow, strap yourselves in for 25 minutes of boredom.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, dear. Right, 66 minutes. Let's down. Let's get another goal, shall we? Let's make it nice.
Why not? Let's do it.
That easy.
Go on, Sanchez. No.
Go on, Kift. There you go. Oh.
Yeah, there is definitely 5 at the back there.
I hope we do get this.
We could do with it, because obviously the teams all around us are yet to play.
Yeah, exactly. And when you're looking at the table as well, you've got Rotherham have played 4 games less than us.
God, they have, haven't they? Did they? What is that? Because of COVID?
I don't know.
They have played a lot less, haven't they?
They've played 20 games, and no,
He's got that covered.
Wickham have played 1 less game than us. Derby have played 2 less games than us. And, yeah, obviously the other 3 1 less.
Millwall, who we're on par with, 2 less than us. Obviously, that'll change come 5 o'clock late tonight. But
like you don't want to be going in.
The Rotherham one's worrying, to be honest.
23 points with having played 4 more games than someone below you.
Yeah, that's worrying. It's a marathon, not a sprint. There is a long, long, long way left to go in this season, and there's still a transfer window open. We could still get Dwight Gale, who we've been talking about getting for about 17 years now, I think. The day he popped out of his mother, we started trying to sign him.
Yeah.
Where is he now, Dwight Gale? Is he at Newcastle still?
I think so.
We're not getting him, by the way.
We'd ruin him anyway.
We would, yeah.
We'd make him terrible.
Yeah, we would. Here's the long throw. One day this will actually work and something will come of it, but no, finds the defender straight away. And there we go. Chip over the top to Assombalonga again. They are going to do this time after time.
Time after time.
If you look for Brit, you will surely find him. Chip it over San Jose's head.
Let's have a look at the stats on the mats.
Stats are for Prats. Stats tell you nothing. The only stat that matters is that we're winning. Good little flick on. Go on, George. Unlucky.
Let's have a look.
Mark, this is Cranker's new final 20 minutes. We're ahead formation. Yep. We played Dwight Gale at fullback. Yeah, probably.
Exactly. Cranker's new 20 minute we're ahead formation. 10 to 1 surrender. 3 in a 5 minute spell. You mean it's a marathon, not a Snickers?
That's a terrible dad joke, that is.
Looking at the stats, we have more possession. We have 54%.
Oh, good. We win that. Stick that trophy in the cabinet.
Go on.
Oh, too high.
There he is. Snap.
Oh! Well in.
Let him know you're
Taking down a pig. Yeah.
I think that's always inevitable. Sundich's yellow card, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know, there was a spell at the start of this season, I was putting money on 0-0 draw, Sundich's to get booked. And I did quite well out of it.
There's always.
It's what he does.
He collects them, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
7 so far this season. They've had 6 shots. We've had 3. They've had 1 on target. We've had 2. And there you go.
As I say, the only one that matters is at the top of the screen at the moment.
I don't even want to pay that much attention to it. Because I'm scared that I'll believe it could happen.
Dare to dream, Joe.
Who have we got? I feel like he'll bring on Duke as well.
Oh, without a doubt. And Clayton. Clayton has to be on the pitch at some point. I'm sure it's contractual.
Shame. I would like to have seen a bit of Halalovic today.
Actually, oh no, he is on the bench. He's the first sub name, Clayton is.
Yeah. 20 minutes to go. 71 played. It's... To be fair, we seem to have rode the initial wave of the second half.
Well in, Keith.
They came out the blocks, didn't they?
Put him through. No. That's Bella's problem, decision making there. Play it. Come on, Sanchez. No. I tell you what, though, we might have set up more defensively, but we're not necessarily sitting back.
That's a fair point.
As soon as we won the ball there, they were up and ready for it. Sundich bombing forward, Collins bombing forward. Hogan's there, friends in the box. They're up for it.
Yeah, it's a good point, to be fair.
They're not sitting off.
Fullbacks are pushing up now. They've got confidence that you got 3 defenders at the back to sort of cover.
Yeah. So maybe it's actually a more attacking substitution than we thought at first.
And you
Not
what
too
Harley
sure
Dean's
about that, but
like as well. Like Harley Dean, if he can break forward, he'll break
yeah,
forward.
it'll pop up. Yeah,
And he's always got a chance.
yeah. Robert's long throw to no one again. Cheers, Rob. Nice one, mate.
He's moved up the pitch. Look at this.
Yeah, it's
playing
formation.
chess,
Yeah. That's what it is, mate. It's positional.
There he is.
There he is. Of course he's coming on the pitch. Of course he is. 6 at the back now.
One of these days, he's going to score an absolute rocket.
Yeah, he is, yeah. I like...
Slander.
Yeah. I don't dislike Clayton. I don't think he should be subbed on at this point, but...
Who scored a couple of bangers in his time.
You know, you get those players where you just think you must be amazing on the training ground because something is getting you on this pitch. And I think he's... And Djukovic, of course.
Oh, my God.
Of course. Not Halalovic, not a bit of creativity.
Adam Clayton.
Yeah.
This guy comes up.
Who's that?
Adam Clayton.
Can we play him? Is it too late to register him?
I knew he's old, but I didn't think he was that old. Jesus Christ. Let's have a look. Adam. Oh.
Oh, well in call. Joe, I'm just popping to the loo again.
No problem.
I shall return.
Ooh. Can someone ban this fake Italian spam account? Well, which one's this, mate? No. If Clayton not on the pitch, we riot. Well, he's on. He's on, mate. If we win, I'm buying a lotto ticket. Uh-oh. Big save. Another header. Keeper. Get there. Uh-oh. 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 Oh.
Sorry, mate. It's age, that is.
That was close.
Who was it? Oh, easy save. Easy save again. Etheridge is a cat. You heard it here first.
What more? Okay, another wave with road ridden. Jew!
Here he comes.
Jew!
So if nothing else, he's going to give them something to think about.
Yeah.
They've now got to contend with a big bugger. If they're going to play chip it forward to Sombalonga, then we'll play chip it forward to Duke.
Exactly.
Bella is very central and very forward in the last sort of 10 minutes or so.
And Duke on the wing. Oh, come on.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. The guy can't do anything without giving a free kick away. It's ridiculous.
So frustrating. It was. It used to always wind me up how much Zigic would, like, people would just
hammer him and
rugby tackle him, and he'd get nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah.
And then he'd jump for a header, and someone else would be like, "Oh." And it'd be a foul.
Honestly, Duke could take a baseball bat to someone's kneecaps and probably get sent up. Like they could take a baseball bat to Duke's kneecaps and Duke could get sent off for it. Yeah, they can literally.
That goals conceded in the last 15
Sky hate us, don't they? Sky despise us. Isn't the head of Sky Sports a Villa fan? I think
What?
the head of Sky Sports or someone high up in Sky Sports is a Villa fan.
Probably.
They are. Well, they certainly used to be about a year or so ago.
Yeah. There must be, man.
Scumbags.
It's always that, isn't it? The wealthy.
Oh, don't let him turn. Well in, Rob. Nice place foot that was. Go on, boot it. So he's all over Duke there. Oh, we got a free kick! Duke got a free kick! That's like a goal. I'll take that.
Come on then. We're getting into that.
Look at him all over. He's trying to strip him. But that's every time. That's not a one-off. That's every time the ball comes up to Duke, they do that to him. And we got lucky there. We got lucky that Robert stuck his foot in there.
Yeah. I didn't even clock that one.
He was away then. Oh, come on.
See, Dean's playing very hard.
I was going to say, what's Harley doing on the wing?
You know, like you say, it's you know, we've made a defensive change, but we seem to, like, at the minute, yeah, Borough have a slight spell. But, you know, we're not being...
We're certainly not sitting off them, are we?
Yeah, we're not sitting back and dropping back 20 yards and letting them come towards us. We're definitely giving them something to think about, and that's the important thing, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And, like, not even just that. Like, we've got Harley Dean.
I mean, well, yeah, look at your screen now. Etheridge got the ball. There isn't a single Blues player on that screen.
Yeah.
If that doesn't say we're still going for this, I don't know what does. They're not coming short for that at all.
Look at that.
Oh, he's coming straight down his throat now, but...
We're going to talk about how high that line was, and it almost went over the top.
Yeah.
Longer on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit dangerous as well, I think, in that sense, because that's the exact same line that we played against Derby, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. Yep.
But when we had the high line, we had San Jose on the halfway line pretty much, and then all over the top, and he was like...
All over the top of him, yeah. 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 10 minutes. Ish. I love how you got all these people commenting and they put goal Middlesbrough, etc. They always do it when we're near, like, in the other half completely. At least make it believable and wait until they're attacking to do that.
For a 1 versus 1.
Yeah, I don't think so, mate. Not when they haven't even got the ball. At least wait till they're bombing up the pitch.
Yeah. You got to time it correctly.
Exactly. Go on, chip it. Oh, he was going to put it over then, changed his mind. That's not a bad ball, though.
Harley Dean again. Shoot!
Don't shoot. Go on, Duke. Oh, that's bread and butter, Duke, to you.
Not out to header. That was a ball and a half, That was a ball and a half, and it hit the back of his head.
That's why Duke is taking stick recently. That is bread and butter to Duke. That's what he does.
Call it Obble. Thank you.
It's a throw in, isn't it?
Roberts.
Oh, God. Look at this.
To be fair, we don't...
Look, come on, Duke.
Is he getting pulled down there or something? Let's have a look.
Well, he is, but look at it, mate. Look at the size difference. He's not really being pulled down, is he?
Jump for that.
Yeah. Duke gets fouled a lot. That is not one of those instances, in my opinion.
It was really weird because he went in front of it and headed it back.
Yeah. Again, that's why people are having pops at him, because that's what he does. He puts them in the net, and he's just not this season.
Yeah, I know. It'd be nice if, we could just get a nice cushion.
Yeah, we could have really done with that, but I don't know. Touch wood, I think we might be safe. I think as much as we were a bit surprised by his tactical change, it may have been the right decision.
Yeah.
I say that, they're chipping it over the top of us again. Oh, look at Keefton Bound, look at that. He's having a laugh.
Go on, look at him.
Good ball, go on, Bella. Go on, like a steam train. Bella's looked for that.
He could be after one, could he?
Bella had no reason to fall completely over the back of him there, but yeah, fair play. I'll take that. Slow the clock down. Oh, I don't know. Perhaps he got a bit more of him than I thought. Yeah, to be fair to Bella, I took him out there.
Duke is not the player he was, been so out of sorts this season. Why is that? Because he was so reliable.
Yeah.
Last few seasons for getting at least 10 goals a season back post header, bang.
Again, it's probably a confidence thing, but maybe he's been found out a bit. Maybe teams have realised that is not just his strength, that is his whole game. You stop him being able to head the ball, then fine. But then you could say the same about Crowley, and he still scored enough headers. And
the way that we're playing though, because
we're trying to
accommodating to him.
Not really, no, and that's the problem. And it's the same with Hogan. That's the be all and end all of our problems to an extent. Hogan likes someone else to do all the hard work so he can knock it in the back of the net easy peasy. That's what we did last season. And Duke likes lots of crosses and a little scrappy player running off and bouncing off him so he can nod the ball down to. Essentially, Hogan and Duke both want to play the same game. Karanka doesn't want to play that game. And that's our problem. And something's going to give there.
Yeah.
They both want to play with a second man, and Karanka does not want that second man.
Corner.
We'll have that.
We just create less, not getting any younger, and a different formation.
That's I don't think the age is too much of a problem. I think it is having that second man next to him. But look at who we had next to him a couple of seasons ago, Shay Adams.
Yeah.
The season before Shay Adams really kicked on, he wasn't that great. And then suddenly Duke became this absolute powerhouse, allowing Shay all the time and space in the world, and that's when he really came into himself.
Yeah.
That's useless. Yeah. Duke wants Hogan, and Hogan wants Duke, and Karanka wants neither of them. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to sign Josh Meyer. Don't think that's going to happen. Not going to lie. What's
no, normally.
3 million.
He is he in France now?
I think he's still at that club. Yeah.
Some random French name.
Sunderland?
Yeah. Well, I used to sign him on Football Manager all the time, and then that documentary came out, and I felt vindicated because I was right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure he's in France or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
He wanted a new contract or something, didn't he? Or a better contract.
Something like that. But yeah, he's not really kicked on there.
No.
Looking at coming back to the Championship, maybe, but I don't think we're Blues. I don't think we can afford.
Not with us.
Would ruin him.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, I bet he's on much higher wages than we could offer him as well at the moment.
Yeah.
Or but then we would be willing to offer him. Go on, Ivan.
We're still in like a really bad situation. Financially.
Yeah.
From everything that I hear.
Which is mad, really, considering we just made 26 million selling Bellingham. And you think our finances would be fine, but
well.
Yeah.
Go on, Bella.
Go on. Well in. Give it him back.
One more.
Go on, keep going. Nah, he's knackered, isn't he?
Already, mate.
I think Bella's possibly shattered. He's had a good game today, Bella has.
Hello. Sunic. What are we going to do? We're going to be clever. We're going to manage this game now.
No, we're going to go wide and wide again.
I think that, because we've had times this season where we've been really good at managing games at one.
Yeah.
When we haven't panicked, when we've settled down in games like this.
Trying to be too clever there. Oh, well in San Jose. I'll take back everything I said about you.
You did that because Watmore was in then.
Yeah, he was definitely. That was game saving. That was, I think.
It's them long legs.
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you what. He is slow, but he's got good vision and good composure about him. He reads a game well, and he sees situations well, and he can pick a hell of a pass. He's just a bit slow and gangly, unfortunately.
That's what you've got to think of, like, where. What we're saying is, like, where does he look best in this team? I suppose because he's clearly got experience and class, but he has his limitations.
I'd have him more defensive midfielder than centre back, to be honest. I think unless we're going to stick him next to an absolutely rapid centre back, which we haven't really got. I think it may leave us a bit exposed, to be honest.
I agree.
But a defensive midfielder, without a doubt.
Near that fridge, man. Shit out.
Yeah, he's class, isn't he?
You know what? The one thing I miss is Lee Camp's shithousery.
Yeah, I know. We always have shithousery keepers, don't we?
Lee Camp will be lying on it right now.
He would, yeah. He would have definitely gone to ground there, without a doubt.
Look up.
Yeah. Yeah, he would have. He'd definitely pick up an injury there. When we played Leeds away, I think it was, and we beat them 1-0, it was just a masterclass of shithousing.
Yeah,
Lee Camp. It was time wasting from like the 15th minute. It was brilliant. It was amazing.
They were all mad about it.
It was so good. It's one of them things where teams do it to you and you go mad, but when you do it to them, it's hilarious.
Because it's a massive wind-up, and it is.
It is, yeah.
It's like when you see him. I used to count sometimes how long his goal kick was.
Yeah. Do you know one of the greatest things in football is when you're winning 1-0, you're trying to time waste, the ball goes out for a throw-in, and 11 blokes on your team all just look down at the ground and walk off. It's like, I'm not taking that. No, it's not me. It's not me.
Uh-oh. Good header, friend.
Easy, that's clear.
It's them ones as well where one of their team or the ball boy throws it towards them and they just let it bounce off there.
Just let it bounce, yeah, go past them, yeah. Oh, nice bit of skill there, Jeremy.
Jeremy!
Go on, put it in. Unlucky.
Kick the ball. Oh, balls.
He's a player, if only he had an outlet as well.
Yeah. A ball! No. No. Don't let
No, look how many green shirts in the box. We got this covered.
Georgie friend! There he is again.
I tell you, he's the man. He's the man of my dreams. San Jose there as well. Right place, right time. Good lad.
Friend. Hooks it out. Ping. See you later.
And Bella's gone down for a bit of shit housing. Go on, Bella. Yeah, he's about as injured as I am, but you stay down, mate.
He's giving the back a breather, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Look at that. Go on, that's it. Up to the knees. Grimace, mate.
Do it.
Show the pain on your face. Come on.
Man of the match, Georgie friend.
Without a doubt, yes, George friend. Closely followed, possibly by Bella.
Proper.
He's a god.
Victorian tradition. It's not,
I love him.
In Shrek.
He's Lord of the Manor.
Yeah.
Has Clayton only just come on?
Just come on.
I thought he come on ages ago. Shows what I know, doesn't it? Shows how much attention I've paid.
Because he was getting ready, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I assumed. I suppose never really looked out for him once he was supposedly on.
I don't notice him when he's playing.
No, it's true, isn't it?
Here he is.
Come on, 3 minutes. Hang on to this. Oh, no. Get back, Cole. Get back, Cole. Now, easy. Look at that, Clayton. That's why he's brought on, mate. Look at that clearing header.
Now, hold it up.
Duke looking for the free kick there. There we go.
Take a while. Take
a very slow walk. That was such a lovely training ground goal, that was.
It was beautiful.
A composed, thought out, don't rush it. It was nice. Yeah.
It really was. It was the very, very like subtle movement from Hogan.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
To create a bit of space on the back stick or whatever.
Just floated it around the back. It was brilliant. Go on, Duke. No, it's miles there. Miles over your head. That's it. Let it go. Take your time.
Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. Come on. What are we saying, people? Oh, I did not think I'd have to not make another screen, but, it's just
yeah. Don't speak too soon.
When
was that last win? Some time ago.
So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was Reading.
It was ages ago, wasn't it? 9th of December.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Since Reading, our last win, because that was 2 wins on the bounce. We beat Bristol, then beat Reading, and then we lost to Watford. We lost to Cardiff. We lost to Borough. We drew against Forest. We lost to Derby 4-0. We lost. That was
the kicker. the Derby game was the one where I just thought this is my low point this season.
I really, really hope we can see this out because this is really important for Karanka.
We will.
Well.
It's important for Karanka. It's important for Hogan's. Sanchez has lashed out again there a little bit.
30 seconds.
It's important for Hogan's confidence, Karanka's, the defence to keep a clean sheet.
The keeper.
It's this is important.
It is because it takes a bit of pressure off him as well, and it takes pressure off the team. And it's about I think we need some kind of run to get that mentality out of us. You know what I mean?
I agree.
When the pressure's off us a little bit, then we've got a little bit more freedom, and
this is something to build on. Definitely.
Win it! Blow the whistle!
Especially considering Borough's 7th as well.
Blow the whistle!
Come on, put him into Rosette, Clayton.
Blow it!
Boot it. We'll have that. Thank you.
Come on!
Well.
We won a game. We won a game.
I tell you what. Swapping Roberts for Terrell, that was tactical masterclass. I told you that's exactly what he should have done.
Absolute masterclass. Friend.
Look at those abs. What a man. Bloody hell.
Brilliant game, yes.
Jolly good show. Jolly good.
Oh, Warnock's not happy.
Good. See, this is why I wouldn't want Warnock. Look at him. Just moans. He's got the face of a owl that's been punched in the...
When he couldn't go and talk to the referee, so he just stood there like this.
Yeah.
And then when the camera came in his face, he was doing the lot.
Yeah. When Nuno went to shake his hand at the end of the Wolves game and he just walked off doing all that. Yeah. He's just a moaning... Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Next game, we've got Preston North End on Wednesday. What are you saying, Joe? Lose him, win him. Preston 4-0 win.
I think. Wait, is it away?
It's away, and Preston are 12th.
Well, we can't play.
No, it's not. Sorry, it's home. It's home, and Preston are 12th.
If it was away, I'd say draw, but because it's home, I think we'll lose it.
That's the spirit.
But we've got 3 points today. That's the important thing. I'm going to focus on that for now and enjoy it. Drink it in. You'll never see anything like this again.
Yeah.
But,
Amen.
Yeah, I think it was one of them. It was always going to be a tight game between Blues and Middlesbrough. Let's face it. But the better tactician won. I think we got lucky at times. 3 times actually, because there was definitely 3 big chances for Middlesbrough. But I think we've probably earned some of that luck this season, and we've been unlucky at times as well in other aspects. So hopefully that gives us a bit more confidence going forward. Yeah,
that goal line was not really a clearance, was it? That save off the line was massive. That could have been the turning point, and that could have been the decimation of us.
I mean, again, it says a lot about Blues because the exact same thing happened when we played Borough before, but at that time the goals went in, and this time they didn't. It's so there are still worrying signs. The fact that literally 1 minute after we scored the goal, they almost scored, and
they're attacking. Yeah.
If you look at how many times did that happen this season?
Yeah, a lot, and straight after half time, Assombalonga comes on, and
we switch off.
Yeah, it is true.
I think he's looking into it. I think he's still, he's trying to manage it. How do you manage that? But again, it's a big mentality thing.
Mentally, that win is massive. That win is huge. For us to have it saved off the line and then completely under pressure straight after half time and still pick up the 1-0. It's a clean sheet. It's a goal for Hogan. It's 3 points. That's bigger than just a 1-0. That's, massive, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. Huge.
Definitely. It's all thanks to Craig Gardner. Yep.
Yeah, guys. That's amazing. It's good because obviously it just gives us a little bit more breathing space, a little bit more time to try and get things right. And if we can start to put some sort of run together, I'd take a draw at Preston against Preston because we come after that, I think. So we can get win, draw, win. just gets us going in the upward trajectory a little bit. And maybe this time, rather than it, us having a good start of the season and a crap end to it, it might be a bit of the reverse.
Yeah, definitely.
And also,
who knows?
maybe we find someone. Who knows?
Yeah, well, strange things have happened, I suppose. But yeah, I'd kill for a boring end to the season where we've got nothing to play for. They're days I dream of, rather than relegation scraps.
Because it's like, then we'd have a full season under our belt with Karanka, and then we'd have another transfer window where, one's never enough. So maybe they have a bit more freedom to actually get players that you wanted, and having looked at the team for a year, he'd be able to work out who he needs more as well. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I hope he's got full control though. That's the one thing I worry about.
I think he has, because Karanka is the type of bloke who will just say, "We'll stuff you then," and walk off if he hasn't, because he has done that before.
That's what I like about him, and that's why I always want to give him a chance, because most of the managers we have just been, yes men. I mean, Pep was. I don't have, but I feel like
look at the managers we have had though. We've had Zola, who was kind of not really succeeded as a manager, but he's given a new chance at Blue, so he wants to just do as he's told. We then got Redknapp, who doesn't do as he's told, and he didn't last long. Then we've got Cottrell, who is the absolute yes man, who will just do what he's told and take all the flack. We've had a lot of yes men, and like you say, hopefully Karanka isn't that yes man.
Yeah, like you say, with how hard it was to get him, they wanted him for like 18 months before or whatever. Then
apparently. Yeah.
It's a little bit of a sign. I just hope they don't start creeping back in and being like, "Oh, I want to do this and that." Hopefully, you don't stand for it, but we'll have to see. But let's enjoy the win.
Definitely.
I'm absolutely buzzing with it. It gives us, like I say, a little bit of breathing room. It's not so much squeaky bum time right now. Hopefully, we can get 4 points from the next 2 games.
Preston and Cov. Next 2 games.
30 points. So, happy days, says D. John says, keep right on, mate. Great entertainment, lads. Enjoyed it. Have a good weekend.
Cheers, Rich.
But thank you for joining us, mate. If you want to just give your Twitter one more plug with your competition, just in case no one's someone hasn't entered yet.
Yeah, so if anyone bothers to follow me, it's at MarkWatson1875. The podcast I do is called Fat Lads Go in Goal, because we're fat lads and we play in goal. That is at Fat Lads Podcast, and on there you will find our latest competition, which is to win a case of beer or a gift pack of Skinny Lager, and just follow the instructions on that tweet. It's basically retweet this tweet. It's not too difficult. But yeah, I've enjoyed it, Joe. It's always a good laugh when I come on with you, mate. And to be honest, sitting at home watching these games on TV, I find myself staring at my phone sometimes more than the TV. And this gives me a reason to watch it, more of a reason to care. And it's a good laugh. Like I say, it's like being down the pub with a mate. So thank you for having me on, that.
All I will say is you've been on, have you been on twice now?
Twice now, this one in Cardiff.
And we've won one last one, but the Cardiff game was a good result too.
It was. So what you're saying is I'm good luck. I've got a good record so far.
My record on Fat Lads is 1 out of 1 technical difficulties.
I know. Do you know what we do now? Is not only do I record it properly, Jack also records the audio. So now, if that ever happens again, we'll release it as an audio podcast. So
I get it. I've had so many nightmares where I've recorded a full video and it feels like the sound works, and they'll play the recording and it'll just go, and it's like it's failed.
Yeah.
I'm like,
honestly, I went upstairs straight after that. I was lying in bed and I was suicidal, because that was one of the best episodes we've recorded, and it will never see the light of day. And I even thought, shall I just release it with a crap audio? But you literally cannot hear a thing. It was a disaster. But yeah, we will make it happen again.
We'll definitely do it again, mate. 100%.
Definitely.
And I'll make sure I've got the beers at the ready.
Definitely.
Give me a date whenever.
We will.
If you haven't watched Fat Lads, make sure you do. I've put the links down below. The links are in the description as well. It's a great listen, especially at this time when there's not a lot we can do. as much Blues content as possible, please. Go and have a listen to it if you haven't. Telling you, it's great.
Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate that. And Nativity we did on the Christmas episode was a particular personal highlight. But yeah, no, thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate that plug. Thank you.
All right, no problem. That'll be it from us today. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe and like if you haven't already. Again, links are in the description if you want to go and check out Fat Lads Podcast 2. But we'll see you again next time when we go and play Preston, I believe.
Preston. Yep.
Enjoy the win. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you later.
Cheers, guys.